Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for checking out this video. I'm gonna do something a little different today. I'm actually gonna do an unboxing video. I don't really do these a whole lot, but I'm looking to start doing this more often. I've been looking to get a Stratocaster. The first electric guitar I ever had was a Stratocaster copy. It was actually an Epiphone guitar. It came with a kit with a cable and a guitar amp and all that kind of stuff. I think I got it back in 94 or 95, so quite a while ago, man. So I've been feeling nostalgic for an S-type guitar. And, you know, I'm actually a working musician. I play tons of gigs all over Pittsburgh and Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio. And so I'm definitely on a super tight budget to make all that work. And lately I've actually been trading up a lot of gear, changing my rig around. And I did so well with the trade that I had a little bit of money left over, but not a ton. So I thought, what a perfect guitar to try out than a Squier Affinity series. They have this FMT HSS Stratocaster. So I popped on one of those. It's about $299 before tax and shipping and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna unbox it. I just got this in today, so I haven't done it yet. I haven't touched this thing. So again, sorry if I'm mumbling and stumbling because I don't really do these unboxing videos a whole lot. This is definitely a whole new experience for me, so thank you again. But yeah, let's get this thing opened up, and I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. You know, everybody's always got these like fancy knives and stuff, man. Just a pair of scissors should do it. So let's get this bad boy open without knocking anything in my room over. All right. Step one. I did get a couple other things. I got some strings, and I actually got a neck relief kit to be able to start doing my own setups and stuff. And actually, I'll be making some videos about all that once I get all that going too. All right, man. It's always like Christmas when you get one of these packages. It's no wonder some people become hoarders and Amazon addicted and all that crap. I really hope I never get like that. I don't think I would. All right. So it says Squier by Fender. I have to admit, I was a little bit nervous to get another Fender instrument because I actually had a Player Series Jazzmaster that I bought like not last summer, the summer before. And I'll tell you what, guys, for the price of that guitar, which is a lot more than this, I was very unhappy with it. I never really gelled with it. The bridge was terrible. I don't know, like I was very disappointed and it's a Mexican-made Fender. It's not like a Squier, it's a Fender. And I know it's not an American guitar, but it was just not very good. It was one of those weird trem systems where the whammy bar doesn't even screw in. It was not a very good guitar. So I'm a little nervous, about trying out another Fender product after that. But you know what's funny is I have a Fender Bass 6 bass guitar, and it's actually a Squier. And I tell you what, man, I freaking love that bass. And I think it's a better quality than the Player Series Jazzmaster was. So I got the Sienna Sunburst, I believe it's called. These have like that kind of 1970s really fat, huge headstock, which I actually do kind of dig. All right, here she be. See if I can get it out in one. All right. Wow, that's a very pretty guitar. Definitely trying to think here. You can tell this is like my first time doing this. It's got an inspection card. Inspected, setup, finish. All right, well, U8 and T8 and Harry. Oh, wow, it says it was set up back in 2023. Oh, the finish and the final. Wow, so it was like a year ago they built this thing. It's been sitting around for a while, probably in a warehouse. All right, let me get this stuff off. Real quick though, yeah, like kind of a first impression. Yeah, check out that kind of it's actually a maple top that they put on like probably a poplar body or something like that. It's very thin for one. super, super thin. Thinner than a standard like American Stratocaster. Definitely a satin kind of neck. Honestly though, the fretwork, I'm not getting that scratchiness at all, really. Looks like they've set that up real nice. And the action doesn't look too high. Yeah, neck looks pretty good. I wonder, you know, what I look for, see, lately I've been getting super kind of obsessed with like cheap guitars. I mean, people call them budget guitars. They're cheap guitars. Budget guitars, whatever makes you feel better about yourself. I've been getting super obsessed with it because, again, I don't have a huge budget as a professional musician. You know, when you're making $250 a gig, $150 a gig, $350 a gig, you know what I mean? Like, you're just trying to pay the bills. You're just trying to get through and play as many shows as you can and hopefully get some Patreon subscribers, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's not like you have tons of money to go like blowing on super expensive guitars and gear. But if you're recording and you're wanting to get into YouTube and like social media, like what I'm doing here, you know, you really want to try out some different gear to be able to make videos about it. You know, you really want to look into playing some, you know, very inexpensive guitars. For me, what I'm looking for in an inexpensive guitar is, first off, does it tune? Does it hold tune? If the intonation is off, can you fix it, you know, and will let that work? And does the bridge kind of stay in tune with the intonation? Do all the electronics work, right? There's no like, you know, the pickups work, you know, the jacks work, the toggle switch, everything works. You know, does it hold tune? Oh, you know what's really cool, I just noticed, is that the trem system here is actually flush with the body. It's not floating. So I was actually going to set it up to be flush anyway, and it's already made like that. It's already set up that way. All right, less talk, a little more action, right? A little less conversation, a little more action. So I want to try to do this with minimal edits, if any, because again, I just want you to see that I'm literally just unboxing this. This is my first impressions. You know, I haven't taken this in anywhere. I don't have any kind of sponsorships or, I mean, like I'm saying, I'm just getting into this. So, you know, if this goes well and you guys like these videos and like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, you know, maybe I could start working with some companies and getting some gear to show you. I would totally, that would be like a dream come true to be able to do stuff like that. To be able to, you know, show that you can, really my whole vibe is that I want to show you guys that you can get really great sounds, very inexpensive pricing. You don't have to break the bank. And I'll tell you too, this is like a very judge-free kind of zone. This is like a no-hater zone. And this is like no gatekeeping, none of that crap with me, man. You know what I'm saying? If it sounds good and you enjoy it, play it. So, all right. I'm not going to take off this sticker yet. That totally, I remember when I got my Jazzmaster, I didn't peel off the pick guard plastic. Man, that was gaslighting some people in the comments on my TikTok. They were like, take it off. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, chill. It's all good. It is absolutely fine. All right. You know what? I think the best way to do it, man, is just to plug it in. Again, I'm not a specs guy. Like I just bought this particular Squier Affinity series. I just like the flame, you know, Sienna Sunburst top. I really like guitars that are like orange and, you know, red and yellows and blues and stuff like that. So I like colorful guitars. So I just like the color. I picked the HSS because as far as Stratocasters, I really enjoy like the neck pickup, middle pickup combinations. But when it comes to the bridge, I really love having a humbucker. I just think it sounds better. It's more full than a single coil in the bridge position. So, all right, let me grab my guitar strap, which actually, fittingly enough, is a Fender guitar strap. It's actually an old seatbelt, like an old GM style seatbelt that's been made into a guitar strap, but it is made by Fender. I didn't make it myself. People always ask on like my social media that if I made this. I wish I did, but all right, bring this up a little bit. All right, it looks good. It definitely pops with like the black tee underneath. I always wear black tees on stage. I'm very very kind of stereotypical that way when it comes to wardrobe. If I can finally lose a little bit of weight, maybe I'll finally branch out and get a new wardrobe going. But for now, I'm digging the black. Sorry again, man. I feel like I'm rambling on this, but I just want to keep this kind of informal. Oh, you know what? Before I even do this, let's see. So now, some people do these guitar unboxings. Let me grab a guitar cable down here. They do these guitar unboxings, and they're like so particular about like how it's set up and like, is it perfectly intonated and all that. I'm definitely going to check all that right now. But like, if this guitar is out of tune, like, I mean, it came from, I don't even know where. I bought it from Guitar Center, and only reason is I had some points and stuff. So I'm not really loyal to any particular dealer, you know, whether it's local or Guitar Center or Sweetwater. Hell, I'm even looking into like the Thomann guys or whatever they're called down in Germany. Like, I'm really not partial to any company when it comes to buying gear. I just had some points, so I bought it from Guitar Center. And also, it's like raining and like stormy out, so this thing just came in out of the rain. So we'll see how the intonation and the tuning and all that stuff is. So, all right, let's see. Hopefully you'll hear this on the microphone. I don't have it plugged in yet to an amp. Ooh, yeah, it's definitely not in tune. The low E was all the way down to like a B. The tuners feel good. They feel sturdy. Doesn't feel like it takes forever to tune up. Actually, the G, the B, they're pretty close. And the E, the high E, all pretty close. Not bad for just coming out of the box. I'm actually going to stretch them out just a little bit too. I'm not sure if they did this in the factory. This is a brand new one. Oftentimes too, to get like inexpensive gear, I buy used, but this time though, I was able to pop on a brand new one. Actually, honestly, for stretching the strings, it didn't go that out of tune. Cool. All right, it's definitely still getting used to my apartment too. So yeah, definitely a satin finished neck. Probably could use a little bit of a cleaning. It feels a little gritty. Got some of that factory grit. The one thing I'm a little nervous about too is these headstocks. They only have the string tree for the high E and B. They don't have it for the G and the D. So I might have to like put something here so it doesn't ring out too bad. So all right, so what I'm going to play through, I'm actually playing through my, and I'll get some B-roll of this too. I'm playing through my Boss ME90. And I'm going to do a ton of videos with the Boss ME90. I want to go through every single effect, every single amp, and really just do an in-depth review of everything this little guy has to offer. And I just have that going direct into my Focusrite 2i2 interface going into Reaper. So everything is DI'd, and I've dialed in a couple amplifiers. I have a clean like Fender Twin emulated amp, like a model. And then actually I have one, it's the Boss's X high gain, which is kind of a crunchy, kind of, you know, a little bit of gain. I don't have the gain turned up too high, but we can see what it sounds clean and with some overdrive. All right, let's hope this records okay too. I didn't want to make any cuts, but I did have to do a cut there. My interface, my Focusrite, has been kind of going haywire. I don't know if it's the USB cable or if I have to download a new driver. It's been making this horrible buzzing noise. And so it's not the guitar that was bad, it was the interface messing up. So hopefully I'm recording now, it looks like. So, all right, I actually just recorded a whole part where I was doing some tones with this. And actually, I'm kind of glad it didn't record because I didn't play very well, but all right. So I don't really want to play any copyrighted material of other people. So I'm going to play some stuff that I wrote to demo these guitars. Again, this isn't like a true demo video. This is just an unboxing, you know, first impression. So yeah, here's a little thing I wrote. The one thing I noticed when I was playing is that it's definitely got a pretty thick neck. I think it's a D profile, whatever they call that. Again, I'm not much of a specs guy, but it definitely feels bigger, fatter than my Gretsch that has kind of a thinner neck. So I'm still kind of getting used to this. I do feel like I have to hike up the strap a little bit to get kind of a good feel. There we go. All right, so yeah, here's a little thing I wrote in E major. I don't even have a title for it, but just kind of demonstrate the neck pickup on a clean tone. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, man. Sounds definitely like a neck pickup on a Strat. So my favorite positions on a Stratocaster are these like middle positions. This is, what is it? I guess it goes from there. Well, this position is the neck pickup in the middle to put together. And let me try to think of something to play. Woo! Still getting used to this. It's been a while since I played a Strat. Yeah, man, I really dig that. Sorry I say yeah, man, a lot. I'm going to be noticing as I'm making these videos that I have a lot of things I say as almost like a nervous tick that I really need to cut out. But I love that kind of, I always say it's a glassy tone, this neck pickup and middle pickup. Here's a song that I wrote. This one is called Got the Feeling Back, and I have this chord I play at the beginning. And I always think it sounds good in this position. See, these are the sounds I love on a Strat. All right, yeah, that definitely sounds pretty cool. All right, middle pickup. A lot of people don't use this one. Let's see what it sounds like. I almost think it might sound good for like kind of funky stuff. Let's see if it works. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think that sounds bad. A lot of people don't like that middle position, but all right. So here's another one though. It's my favorite positions. It's the middle and the humbucker together. Now I've seen some video reviews of this that says that it's only this pickup here, so it's like a single, and I've seen others where it says it's the humbucker. I'll have to look to see. Again, I'm not much of a specs guy, but this is kind of like that Dire Straits tone or that Sweet Home Alabama, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to play it, but you get the idea. So let me try to think of something I can play that's one of my own songs that kind of, I could use that kind of tone. This one's kind of got that kind of, it's not really the glassy, like this one's a glassy tone with the neck in the middle. This one's more, I don't know, that one's like the quintessential Strat tone for me. It's almost got a quack. Maybe that's the way to put it. Sorry, the obligatory Jimi Hendrix chord. But I love that tone. Let me think of something to play in this. Yeah, definitely. It's got the tone, man. All right, let's check out the bridge humbucker. You know, one thing I'm happy about. That's cool. That's really cool. Sometimes when you have a humbucker in the bridge, I had a Telecaster once that had a humbucker in the bridge, and man, it was such a hotter pickup that when you would switch from the other pickups to the humbucker, it was this crazy jump in volume, which sometimes was cool if you wanted to drive your amp or if you wanted to play a solo. It was cool to have it louder to push your amp, but sometimes it was just such a drastic change, in volume from like a neck pickup to your bridge humbucker that it would just like destroy the sound guy in front of house, or it would just really, you would just cut suddenly and you'd have to like roll your volume off really fast, and it was not very convenient. So I like that you can have the fatness of the humbucker in the bridge, but you don't get this huge volume jump going from a different pickup. So like if I go from neck, that's cool. So going from the neck to the bridge, yeah, there's not really a volume jump at all. That's really rad. I like that. So let's play something that's not so bluesy. Something like that. Cool. My first impressions, I'm already feeling comfortable on it. I definitely need to clean it up. Let's check the intonation real quick. Let me make sure it's in tune. By the way, while I'm tuning, what is your opinion on clip-on tuners? And do you keep them on all the time, or do you take them off after you tune? It blows my mind how gaslit people get, and just how, I don't know, they just get so upset that people leave their clip-on tuners on their headstock, whether it's a Snark or I have the TC electronic one. And for me, I just leave it on because I don't want to lose it. I'm definitely the kind of person that I would probably lose it if I set it down somewhere. So I just leave it on there so it's convenient. I can just roll the volume off and tune up at any time. And to tell you the truth, man, I saw Paul Gilbert when they did their farewell tour. No, the one right before it. Right before Pat Torpey, the drummer, passed away. I saw him play his last show, like one of his last shows, at Jurgles here in Pittsburgh. And freaking Paul Gilbert had his TC electronic tuner on his headstock all night. And if you can play better than Paul Gilbert, and you want to say something about clip-on tuners, go ahead, show me a video, link it. I would love to see it. Honestly, I would love to see it, that you're much better than Paul Gilbert, and you can tell him to take his tuner off between songs or between tunings. All right, so yeah, I mean, the tuners work pretty good for a guitar that's only $299. I'm pretty happy with them. They're not like, well, the tops are like that vintage style, the same kind of style that my my Squier bass has. It's got like that kind of split top ones. So that might be, if you're not used to that, you know, it might be a little different when you go to restring, which I'm definitely going to restring this. These strings already feel like they're pretty, you know, I restring a lot anyway. I'm constantly doing that for shows. All right, yeah, let's check the intonation here. So. It's showing a little bit flat there. And then I also like to do it. Yeah, I do it on the 12th and on, so like E and B. So definitely, actually that's not too bad. That's, yeah, see, it's a little flat. Honestly though, when it comes to your intonation, it's a little better to be a little flat than to be sharp. So yeah, just a tiny little bit of a setup here for the intonation. I mean, the action, I don't even think I'm going to touch it. I am going to check the neck relief though, just to make sure it's not rubbing too bad here when I check that. But honestly, it plays good. Oh yeah, that's fretting out a little bit. Yeah, that's fretting out pretty bad actually. I didn't even try bending. Yeah, that's really bad. So yeah, that might be an action issue, or like when I'll set the neck relief and then see where that's at, and then I'll check the action again. Again, I'm going to do a full-on demo review of this guitar once I get some new strings on it, set it up a little better. But this is just, wow, I was doing all that bending and it didn't even go out of tune. This is just a initial reaction. All right, let's get some dirt on this thing. Let's hear it with some overdrive. So I'm switching over to that X high gain setting. It's like one of Boss's amps. I don't think it's modeled on anything particular. Whew, that's definitely louder, huh? Let me roll that down a little bit. That wasn't the guitar, that was my patch in my ME90. I must have had it turned up a little bit. That sounds pretty good there. Here's a song of mine, Person to Persona, has a riff like. Yeah, very cool, man. I definitely dig that bridge humbucker. I'm really glad I went with the HSS style. All right, let's try the neck pickup. Yeah, man, dig it. Sounds good. Let me try it with the neck in middle. Very, very Strat. yeah, you know what? As I was playing that, I just remembered there should be a whammy bar. A little tremolo arm. Let's see if that's in here. If not, I'm gonna be kind of bummed. I don't see it there. I'm not seeing it there either. Yeah, there should be a whammy bar. I just see foam down there. Let me see if it's in here at all. I don't know why it would be separate. Oh wait, what about this one? Maybe this has it. Ah, here we go. This is promising. I'm like, if they chip me a whammy bar, I'm gonna be very upset. And hopefully, oh, thank God it's got, oh, they gave me extra springs too for the tremolo. And oh, it's got threads on the whammy bar. You can screw in the whammy bar. How about that? A freaking $299, you know, Squier, not even Fender, a Squier Affinity has the freaking screws to screw in your whammy bar. Why doesn't the Player Series Jazzmaster have the damn screws to screw in your whammy bar? Because like you'll try to play and it's just falling out on you. Yep, look at that, screws right in. The way it should freaking be. See now, I know a lot of people like to have theirs dangle like that. Yeah, it sounds kind of dirty. I actually like to keep mine kind of here. Like I play my Gretsch so much that has the Bigsby and I always have it right here. So I've gotten so used to having the bar right here just ready to go. So let's see how this thing sounds. Actually, let me do some of this. Roll back on that a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking the pots. Yeah, they work pretty well. Yeah, I don't know how much dive bombing you'll really do on a guitar like this. See, I mean, it depends, you know, like if I ever did any kind of those dive bomb techniques, actually that didn't really knock it out too bad. It's a little flat. If I ever wanted to do those dive bomb techniques, I'd get a guitar that has like a better kind of tremolo for it, like a Floyd Rose or some kind of locking system. I just like to use it for like a little bit of a, you know, a vibrato, like it's supposed to be. I like it especially on chords because, you know, it's a lot, you can do vibrato with your hand. But it's a lot, you know, more difficult. You can do a little bit with chords. A little bit, but it's easier to do. Yeah, man. So yeah, those are my, well, let's see, what do I actually think about this thing? You can tell it's a $299 guitar. But honestly, you know what's cool? Like, I'll tell you, especially if you're just starting to play, you guys growing up now have it so much better in a lot of ways when it comes to guitars that are affordable, because that I'll have to show in another video. My first electric guitar, right now it's not even playable. It's totally messed up. You can see how much I played on it. The whole fingerboard is just annihilated. But yeah, it just wasn't that great of a guitar. And it probably wasn't a whole lot cheaper than $200, $300 back then even for my starter kit. And this is such a better quality guitar for that. Yeah, definitely it needs a setup. I'm fretting out pretty bad here around like the the high G, high A area, G sharp, A flat. So definitely it needs a setup. I do like that the bridge though is already set up that it's not really floating. I mean, maybe a little bit. I might bring it down just a little bit more. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I could probably tighten it to make it a little more flesh. So I might tighten the spring a little bit more. But really, I don't know. I can pull up a little bit, so it is kind of floating. I take all that back. I didn't hear a whole lot of ringing on this without the string tree. Oh, there was a little bit. You get a little bit of that ring, but again, I don't really get a whole lot of it. Yeah, you hear that? I don't know if that's coming through on the recording, but you get a little. There, that was bad. But I think if you like, I mute a lot when I play, so oop, there it was. Yeah, so I might do something about that, to get that to stop. So if I just go, yeah, see, like just having something here might get rid of that ring. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. Like from far away, it looks really nice, man. This flame maple top looks really cool. Definitely makes it look like a more expensive guitar, in my opinion. I like this satin. I'm definitely gonna have to work this in. Like the frets feel pretty good. If it's already getting comfortable to play, I'm getting I'm getting more used. Oh my God, I can't freaking talk. I'm starting to sound like I watch this guy Henning HP 42 a lot, and he's always messing up words. Now I can see why he does that and how he does that. I'm getting more used to playing this thing already. I feel like you give me like a couple days, hours of playing, and I'll feel very comfortable on this. But yeah, other than a setup, some new strings, I might tighten this trem a little bit so it's more flesh to the body, fix the action. For a $299 guitar right out of the box, it's definitely playable. Like you can, except for right here, this is, that's getting to the point where that's pretty bad. But again, honestly, even if I just raise the action a little bit, that'll probably get rid of all that. And again, I'm going to fix this bridge anyway. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, this is like seriously one of the first unboxing videos I've ever done. I did do one before over on my Patreon page, which is actually patreon.com/OneRayMusic. But that was even like a super quick thing just for patrons. I didn't do like a full unboxing like this, first impressions. But yeah, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words a lot. I'm definitely gonna have to get better at this. Like it's been kind of a nightmare putting this together, like I said, with the weather, and I'm making excuses, and I had some audio issues with my interface, so hopefully all this recorded okay. I'm trying to make it too where I have nice clean audio for my voice and for the guitar. So guys, if you're digging this, man, if you want me to keep doing this, please like, share, follow, subscribe, all those things. Definitely, get the word out, leave comments. I love answering comments, feedback, criticism. I love it all, man. Honestly, let me know what I could do better. Let me know what I'm doing pretty well. I like playing some of my own tunes, you know what I mean? So I'm not getting copyright claims or anything like that. I'm always worried about that. So again, I would love to do this more often, to get new guitars, new gear, and show it to you guys. Really, that's getting to be up there along with just playing shows. Is like a dream come true, is to be one of these like gear review guys, Like I said too, I want to do a full-on actual, like not scripted, but like definitely a more organized complete demo and review of this guitar once I get it set up. I'm looking to do the ME90. Like, I want to do all the effects on that. That alone is going to be like a year's worth of content right there. And I have some looping stuff. I have tons of gear I could show you guys. So definitely check that out. Check out my music on all the streaming platforms. There's links in the description. And yeah, man, definitely, I really appreciate you guys watching so very much, man. You never stop jamming. Don't let any gatekeepers, get on your case. If people are playing shows and recording and are trying to make a living as a musician, very few of those people ever are gonna give you shit about, oh, you're playing a Squier, or you're playing this, as long as you can play, or as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and it sounds good to you. Honestly, I actually am so pumped to get into these like inexpensive guitars, because for me, especially, like personally, not even just to make videos to show you, but like I love the idea of like getting these like Strat tones or Telly tones and Les Paul style tones and Gibson 355 kind of tones, and you can get it for like $200 or $150 depending on what you buy. That to me is very fascinating. Again, if it plays good, if it stays in tune, you vibe with it, all the electronics work. If it's out of tune or needs setup, you have a way to do that. That's what I look for. It doesn't have to be a super expensive guitar to be good. So don't ever forget that. All right, enough rambling. Thank you guys so much again. Editing this video is going to be a freaking nightmare. So we'll see how it turns out on the other end. All right, guys, stay safe, stay well. Bye.